enough to start a war. All that I have is on the floor. God only knows what we're fighting for. All that I say, you always say more. I can't keep up with you.
What did you do to prepare for Sandy?
Well, to be honest with you, not as much as I should have. Simply because over time, every warning of a hurricane never came to fruition as far as the severity and the damage that it was supposed to be. So, like most people, we kind of thought that it was going to be a similar situation.
Turning tables, turning tables.
Frank, can you explain your title at Island University Hospital?
I'm the Vice President of Emergency Services, which means I'm responsible for both emergency departments at the north and the south site, as well as EMS, and I'm also a member of the disaster preparedness team, which we plan and react to emergencies, whether in the hospital or in the community. We really weren't expecting a huge rain or wind event. We were expecting a tidal surge.
Did you leave your home?
I got a call from a friend of mine about 7 p.m. That lives on Father Capodanno, which is the main thoroughfare where my restaurant is. And he told me that the water was up at the bathhouse, which is off the promenade on the boardwalk. So at that point, every few minutes I was looking out the window to see if there was any water coming down the street. And about 7:20, that's when I noticed water coming at a very, very high speed. In a matter of minutes, it was, my entire yard was full of water, and it was up to my knees already. We barely got out, and once we got to the main road, the water was coming, but it wasn't quite as high. And we left, and that evening I stayed at my sister's home, and you know, we hoped for the best. Not knowing the severity of everything, it was hard to fathom or visualize in my mind what we were about to see.
We lost 2 buildings across the street. We lost our Human Resources Department, which is at 500 Seaview Avenue, which is on the downhill side of Seaview. Seaview Avenue had 8 foot of water running down it for hours after the event.
Turning tables, yeah.
As we continued, I looked for my home, and I noticed that my home was uprooted off its foundation and pushed 100 feet down the street, turned upside down.
Close enough to start a war. All that I have is on the floor.